Hey everyone, this is Christian Heimel, host of Caught Listening. Thanks for listening to the following podcast on Public House Media.
Live by choice, not by chance. Make changes, not excuses. Be motivated, not manipulated. Work to excel, not to compete. Choose to listen to your inner voice, not the jumbled opinions of everyone else. Hello, welcome to Choose to Rise. I'm so grateful that you have decided to push play today because this topic is super important on my heart right now. And I just feel like it's got to be recorded. It's got to be put down. It's something we need to talk about because so much is going on in our lives right now. There is just chaos everywhere. And when chaos happens, people tend to pull away from what makes them tick, what makes them feel alive. And over the years, likely without consciousness knowledge, you have adapted yourself to your self-limiting beliefs. You are quietly sabotaging your best efforts for personal growth, and you pay close attention to others and what others are expecting of you to do and what is happening all around you, and you forget about the things that make you feel alive, the things that make you tick, the things that you are here for purpose for. And when all of the chaos is going on right now, I want to remind ourselves to stop giving into the BS excuses of our life and start living the life that we were designed to live. We don't need to have the permission from other people. We don't need to have the thought processes for others. We need to live as ourselves. Live by choice, not by chance. Be intentional with what you are doing in life. Make the changes that you need to change in order to live the life you want to live, not making the excuses. I, for one, as example, have clung to my excuses. I don't have time. I don't have the energy. I don't have the money. I don't have. I cling to those excuses. But really, if I would let go of the excuses, I would find all the resources that I need. Be motivated, not be manipulated. Don't look at what other people are doing. Focus on what you need to do for your own goals and what your own life is to live. Work to excel, not to compete. The only person that you have to compete with is yourself. Who are you today, and how can you be 1% better tomorrow? Choose to listen to that inner voice of God, of your creator, of who you are that makes you who you are, not the jumbled opinions of everyone else. Everyone else's opinions are exactly that, theirs. You need to focus on you and live the life that you were designed to live. If you were to figure out life in a way where you could just, zone everyone else out, put in some earplugs or put on some headphones and just listen to what's going on in your heart, I bet you would find a much happier person inside of you. I bet you would have all the love and all of the joy and all of the energy in the world to go out and do great things because you're not blinded by or distracted by all the things that are going on around you. I speak with hundreds of coaching clients a year, and every month, every week, every day, it seems like I'm hit with excuses on why they can't start self-care routines. And I'm not above excuses either. Like, I catch myself making them sometimes too, but that's the key. We have to catch ourselves before making the excuses and become hopeless regrets. I hosted a team call last night for my team, and there were only a few of us on. And I know why. I know 100% why. It's because it was the first day of school for most people and that are a part of our team. And a lot of the women were just taking the time to check out and just unplug, right? They just didn't want to have another thing to do. But then this morning, I had several messages again from those same women who did not get on our team call last night and in regret because they know that choosing to plug into the team and be a part of this community that we've created always gives them life and gives them something to look forward to in the week. So then, that action of unplugging because they just felt overwhelmed led to a regret that they had later in life. And that's what I'm hoping that you can get rid of today. I want you to catch yourself before the excuses become hopeless regrets. So I want to give you a little wake-up call today. I want you to stop making excuses for why you can't get things done and start focusing on the reasons why you should make it happen. No more negativity, no more laziness, no more quick fixes, no more blaming others, no more I'll do it tomorrow, no more of these excuses. We're going to identify some of these excuses, and we're going to talk about like how you can overcome them and how you can push through them, because your choices on an every single day basis are the things that are going to propel you forward or propel you backwards. What you do on a daily basis, the small, insignificant decisions that you make on a very regular basis, are the things that are going to create the life that you're going to be living down the road. And so, one, it's not too late. It's never too late to live a life that makes you proud. If you don't learn anything from the past, learn that specifically, right? We get one shot at this. There's no age limit on changing the course, and to settle in to be stuck in a life that isn't authentic is a tragic waste, okay? Honestly, it's never too late or too early even for you to become who you're capable of being. There's no time limit. You can simply start and stop whenever you want. You can change or you can stay the same. I guarantee you, though, changing is the part that's going to make you feel your best. You can make the best or the worst of it. It's up to you. So you make the best of it. You get to decide. It's your choice in life. Do the things that startle you. Do the things that push you. Do the things that make you feel that something you've never felt before. Spend time with the people who help you grow. Live a life you are proud of, and you will have a life you are proud of. And if you find that you're not having these kinds of things, have the courage to reach out for help. Have the courage to make a change. It doesn't even have to be a big change. It can be what feels like an insignificant change that will compound over time and be amazing. Number two, the whole words of like, I'm not good enough yet, or I don't have enough information yet, or I'm just not yet, right? Nonsense. Do your best and don't be afraid to make mistakes. You are making mistakes. You are growing. You're trying new things. You're learning. You're living. You're pushing through yourself. You're changing yourself. You're changing the world for the better because you're choosing to change. We can't make anything valuable without making mistakes. Not a painting, not a relationship, not a career, not a life. So if you want to feel like you're good enough, decide that you are, because you are. As Brooke Castillo, one of my mentors, says, is that we only can make the best choices with the information that we have right now. So it's not going to be a better choice or better or worse choice down the road. It's the best choice right now in the moment, because this is the time to take action. Number three, I need approval first. This one gets me every time, because whose approval are you seeking, right? Like, whose life are you trying to live, yours or theirs? So don't be scared to step out of line. It's okay to get off the beaten path every once in a while, as long as you know where you're going and the path that you're on is the right one for you. That's cool. Some people may resent the freedom that you create in your life when you choose to be true to yourself, and some people are going to cheer you on. And if you come across those negative people, ignore them. Keep moving. You wouldn't ask financial advice from someone who goes bankrupt constantly. You wouldn't ask, haircut advice from someone that is bald. You would not ask anything of someone who hasn't done the thing that you're trying to do. So why do we care what the negative naysayers say? Be true to yourself. And if that's not enough for the people around you, change the people around you, right? Be with the people that are dreamers and goers and the people that are doing the things that you want to do. Number four, this one is a big one for a lot of women in my business, and a lot of women who want to get started with this too. Like, they often say, I don't want to be judged, or I care what other people think, is basically what they're saying. And most people are judging you far less than it seems. The truth is, while you're busy worrying about what other people think of you, they're busy worrying about what you think of them. Isn't it crazy? But yes, it's true. The good news is that knowledge instantly frees you from the let loose and do more of what you want to do, because we're all so focused on us in this world, our own self-being, that we don't have time always to be worried about what other people are thinking. And if they do judge you, again, they're not your people. Move on from them. It's okay. And so liberate yourself from what's going on in your life. Get rid of the fear, because fear is what's holding you back. Just start moving forward. This one also, number 5, breaks my heart because the excuse of I don't deserve it. Well, there are 2 versions of this excuse. The first one makes you think that you're not worthy of something beautiful like love, respect, success, and so forth. The second makes you feel like you're unfairly targeted like by life's difficulties. You become the victim. Either way, this excuse ties you and holds you down. It's time to let go of it. When you catch yourself wondering, why me? Ask, why not me? Remember, in the grand scheme of things, you are just the same as everyone else. Neither nature nor God displays favoritism or unfairness. So learn to accept both the good and the bad that falls on your plate with grace, because there is going to be good and bad in life. We live a 50-50 life, as Brooke Castillo says, or if my pastor would say, there are 2 rails in life, and we're constantly teetering back and forth on them. The rail of pain and despair, and the pain of joy and amazingness. So you get to decide. Life is 50-50. You can't have the good without the bad, and you can't have the bad without the good. So you do deserve to live life. You deserve to have the love and respect and success and so forth. Go out and achieve it. Go out and feel it. Go out and live it. The next one is, there's just no point. Well, yes, not with that attitude there isn't, but the statement is a self-defeat at its worst, and I hear it over and over and over. So my next thing is just snap out of it. There is a point to this. The point is that you're helping yourself and others. The point is that you're doing something positive, and the more positivity you put out there, the more positivity will come back to you. The point is that you're taking action, and you're trying, and you're showing yourself and the universe around you that you're willing to take risks, that you're willing to go out there, and that you can bring immense value to the world. Even if no one sees it, you can have the satisfaction knowing that you did the best that you could do, and that there is a point to it, that everything that we do in this life prepares us for what's coming ahead. And so even if you don't feel like it's making a change right now, you're going to have the skills, the abilities, the experiences to live a bigger life as the road goes down the road. The next one is that, I wasn't supposed to be like this to begin with, right? When we resist reality, we are imprisoned by it, period. The secret to happiness and peace is letting go of every situation what it was, instead of what you think it should be. Making the best out of every situation. Over time, you're going to find that life isn't necessarily any easier or any harder than you thought it was going to be. It's just that easy and as hard aren't exactly what you had anticipated. Unmet expectations lead to disappointment, right? And so this isn't a bad thing. It makes life interesting. With a positive attitude, you will most always be pleasantly surprised. Always look for the good. Always look for the positive. There's going to be negative and there's going to be hard in this life, right? I just said it, life is 50-50. But when you anticipate things to go bad, that's what you're going to see. If you anticipate things to be amazing and positive, that's what you will see too. So always look for the good. The next one, the last one I have for you, is that my kids or my family take up too much of my time. No doubt. I'm a mom. Balancing kids with anything in that life is tough, right? But it doesn't have to be. Any kind of substantial personal growth is tough. No matter if you're single, married, have children, have 1 child, have 10 children, or a full-time job, or whatever it might be in your life. At the time, that I'm doing this, I have 2 kids and a husband who's a teacher, and everyone's going back to school, and all the things are crazy, and it's a balancing act, but it's totally doable. If I can do it, you can do it. It just requires a little self-control, maximum use of my discipline and my routines that I've set in place. And at the end of the day, you're going to feel shattered sometimes, right? Like things are just not always going to go the way you want them to. But being stringent in your non-negotiables and flexible in how you get them done, it's going to help you keep moving forward. Keep moving. You'll build endurance. This endurance doesn't just make you more effective as a goal achiever, it also makes you enjoy the time that you have with your family that much more. One of my friends, Trina, she's a great mentor of mine. She always says, be present where you're at, right? So we balance a lot as stay-at-home moms, as working from home moms, from building, these businesses from home while balancing kids through COVID and balancing all the other things that are going on in life. And if you are present in the moment, if you're present where you're at, you can have 100% family time at that time, and then unplug and do 100% business and do 100% whatever it is that you might be. It's a balancing act, but it's totally doable. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve by putting your mind to it and staying disciplined in the routines that you create for yourself. Create the habits that are going to be good for you. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. Oh, one more before we let you go. I can't go without who are gone, right? This final point is indeed a good one. I can't go on without those who are gone. You have to remember, though, if someone comes into your life and has a positive impact on you, but for some reason they can't stay, it doesn't make sense to mourn forever. Instead, be thankful and grateful that your paths have crossed and that somehow you made yourself happy, or were able to become happier in the process. And even if it was just for a short while, life is change. People really do come and go. Not everyone that's going to get you to a goal is going to help you continue with that goal. Not everyone in your life is meant to be there forever, but you can keep moving forward. Some will come back, some won't, and that's okay. Just be the one person that always shows up. You don't need to forget about everyone who is in your life. I don't want you to forget about all the life lessons that come along the way. But I do want you to stand tall in who you are. I do want you to be your best self. I want you to be empowered with personal growth and happiness. I want you to continue to move forward and be the light for somebody else that you can come into their life and then show up for yourself again in the end. The next time you decide to unclutter your life and clean up your space and really be a part of who you are, I want you to remember these excuses. I want you to remember that you can overcome anything, and that living life by choice, not by chance, making change, not excuses, being motivated, not manipulated, working to excel in life and not be competing with other people, and choosing to listen to your own inner voice and not the jumbled opinions of everyone else. You're going to live a life of courage and positivity and joy, and it's going to be so much more rewarding and feeling accomplished than trying to live up to other people's expectations. So I hope and pray that you have found value in today's podcast, that you are encouraged and that you are supported, and that you come back here again next time. It also is super helpful if you share this with someone else. I get all of my own podcasts that I listen to from being inspired by all the time from other people. I get, hearing what you're listening to, hearing what my friends are listening to, hearing what, my mentors are listening to, that always gives me new light to go listen to other things. So sharing is caring. It helps podcasts get out to other people. It helps more people find Choose to Rise. So if you would do so, I'd be so appreciative if you would share this on your social media or tell someone else about Choose to Rise so that they can come listen in as well. Thank you so much for joining me here today, and I will see you back here again next week. Have a great one, everyone.